Hey there, YouTubers. My name's Philip. This is my very first YouTube video. I am working on a 1999 Cadillac DeVille, and we're actually changing out a air conditioner compressor unit. You can also, when my other videos get done, you'll be able to reach me at Yeah Boy Automotive and Engineering. Alright, so we're working on a DeVille. Let's get to it. First thing I want to do is actually remove the passenger side front tire. Once you get that off, you're going to look inside the fender wall and there will be a plastic cover. Remove the plastic cover. Once you remove the plastic cover, on the very bottom, you're going to see, boom, right there, your air conditioner compressor. It's pretty. I don't know why Cadillac decided to put that thing way down there, man. What a pain in the ass. However, in front of this air conditioning unit, there are actually 3 bolts. 2 you can see pretty good. One of them you really can't see that well. So let me see if I can keep this from moving around, and I'll point to them. There's going to be one right here. Boom. There'll be a second one right up top, right there. The third one's going to be way over here on the far side behind these lines. The 2 on the bottom are going to be a 15 millimeter. The one on top is going to be a 13 millimeter. Once you get those off, that's going to release the front part of your air conditioning unit. Hold on one second, because I want to show you something else that's going to make this happen real quick and fast for you, especially for you DIYs. Pause. Okay, so back off the pause. Now, the easiest way I have found to remove the air conditioner compressor unit is by removing the oil filter itself and removing the oil filter housing, which is here. There are 2 bolts to the oil filter housing, which are both 10 millimeters. There's a 10 millimeter on the bottom. There's a 10 millimeter on top. Once you remove those 2 10 millimeter bolts, this oil pump housing, or oil filter housing, actually comes out and slides over to your left, which is going to give you access to all the rear mounting bolts for your air conditioning compressor. This is going to be the easiest way to pull this out and hassle-free. Hold on, I'll be right back as we get the part out. Okay, so here we are. Sorry I had to pause again, but yeah, so I'm right back at it. This is the actual oil, the oil housing that holds your oil filter in. So once you remove that, I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to have left over and how you're going to actually be able to access and get to everything. Okay, so just let me pause this for a second. Okay, we're back. Sorry for all the pausing. I know it's just going to get spliced together. However, check this out. Look at how beautiful. Look at ease of access. We are to the rear of the compressor on this Cadillac DeVille. Right here, these are your 2 compressor lines coming in that actually feed the Freon to the inside of the car. It keeps your car nice and cold. Just remove this bolt right here, which is a 15 millimeter. Once he comes out, these lines will pop back. Right back here, we're going to see the bracket that holds the back of the compressor on. On the very bottom, I'm touching it. There's a 10 millimeter there. And way up here on the top is another 10 millimeter. However, you don't actually have to take those 2 10 millimeter bolts off unless you want to. You can and leave the bracket in place. Or you can just take a 13 millimeter socket and remove this 13 millimeter bolt and leave the bracket attached to the compressor itself. Once all these bolts are loosened, this compressor is just going to slide forward. It's going to come out through where your passenger side firewall is, or where your tire is located. Slide out, get ready to install your new one. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, we're back. Okay, so if you look, so the easiest way I found, like I said, go ahead and remove your oil filter, take your oil filter housing out. You're going to have access to all the rear bolts that you need to have access to. The compressor air conditioner line bolts are going to be there, which I've already removed. As you can see, the air conditioner lines are out and the openings are free and clear. You come down, you'll see the rear air conditioner bracket, which is here. The easiest way I found is there's a 13 millimeter bolt that actually holds the bracket. Once that bolt is released and taken out, this whole air conditioning pump unit is going to move forward. Give me one second, let me show you what it looks like when it's pulled out. Okay, one more thing so that I don't forget to show you. On this particular model of Cadillac, when the compressor is coming out, pull it forward a little bit, come underneath the car in the front where you have your ramp at. If you look right here, this is going to be your electrical plug-in. This one has 2 little clamps on the side, one on the lower and one on the upper. Take a small screwdriver, just release those 2 clamps, and you should be able to just pull your plug right out. There you go. Air conditioner is ready to come out. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, peeps, and here it is. There's your air conditioning compressor unit of a 1999 Cadillac DeVille. Again, don't forget, as you pull forward, make sure you go underneath the car and you look for your electric plug-in right there. Once you get that unplugged, this is just going to slide straight out of its whole little opening right there. If you look back there, you can see where the air conditioning lines come in. Now, because we're doing a little more to this than just changing the compressor, I also want to show you something else, just in case you have to do this, okay? So we're going to pop up from the bottom of the car, and we're going to come back up on top. Just hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, here we are on top of the car. This particular unit we're also going to change as well. This is the air conditioning Freon housing unit that actually holds the Freon inside. This line right here actually goes down to your compressor pump, which is the two back lines that we just pulled off. This line here actually comes into the air conditioning housing unit that blows the cool air into your car. There's your fan box unit and your air conditioning housing unit with heater hose line units and hookups. Because I'm doing both, I just want to show you this just in case you have to change them both out. These are both on the side are going to be 1 inch, which are metrics. There's going to be a 1 inch, what I like to call a spanner wrench, or some call it open end. So 1 inch spanner or 1 inch open end to get those two bolts off. There's the other one. Down here is a 10mm bolt. Once you unloosen it, this complete air conditioner fill housing will just slide up and out once those two lines are loose, and boom, you can replace that brand new fill housing at the same time you're doing the air conditioner compressor. Hold on, I'll be right back, because all we're going to do is reverse the process and put everything back together. Alright, there we are. Air conditioner fill housing is out. Meter bolt that's actually holding that in. So once that's released and taken out, there's your air conditioner fill housing, where all your Freon is going to go in to actually keep your car cool. Don't forget, always take a look at your O-ring gaskets. Make sure that they're in fairly good condition or in great shape. If not, change those O-ring gaskets out. Also, there's two on the very bottom where the air conditioner lines actually meet the compressor. I hope this instructional video was good, that you liked it. If so, go ahead and subscribe to Yeah Boy Automotive Engineering. Talk to you soon. Okay, so I'm going to close this video out. I just wanted to show you really quick. These are the tools that you're going to need. A ratchet, of course, a couple of extensions. Make sure you have a 10mm spanner, box sander, open in, 15mm box spanner, open, closer, open in, 10mm socket, 13mm socket, 15mm short socket, and a 15mm long socket for the top bolt on the compressor up front. Also, a swivel definitely comes in handy, makes things a little bit easier to work with and work on. Again, I hope you like this instructional video. All you have to do now at this point is just reverse the process of putting your air conditioner unit back in the same way you took it out. Again, make sure you check all of your O-rings. Everything's buckled down and tightened down. And get ready to fill it, man, and enjoy the rest of the summer, okay? Again, my first video. Hope you guys like it. Send feedback. Thanks. Bye now.